What we want to demonstrate here is a simple method of processing honey for packaging to give it more shelf life or storage ability. Now, honeys, particularly in the tropics, tend to be reasonably high in moisture, and moisture and honey present problems with fermentation. If honey has got 20 or 21% moisture in it, it is prone to going sour and fermenting. Now, the two principal problems are, one is the high moisture, the other is the honey does contain airborne yeasts which are present in the atmosphere all the time. So to overcome this problem, in sophisticated industries we use sophisticated plant, but in a developing environment like here we haven't got the access to that sort of plant, but we still need to maintain a quality product in the market, because if we spoil the quality of our honey and we put substandard honey on the market, we will eventually spoil our markets also, and that will then open up the markets to imported honeys being more favoured by the customer than the local product because of the quality control. So to get round this quality control thing, we've had to devise very simple methods of arriving at the same quality but at very simple technology. And one of the systems that we've developed here actually dates back to very early times of beekeeping in New Zealand that I know of, when conditions there were similar to what they are here 100 years ago. And a simple method of processing honey for bottling and for marketing is to put the honey in a 20-litre steel container, place it on 2 concrete blocks on a concrete floor, and put underneath a 40-watt light bulb. 20 litres of honey, 40 watts of light bulb. Don't be tempted to put a 75 or 100 and speed it up. The principle here is we want a very slow heat over a long time, and by putting a 40-watt light bulb, that will provide enough heat to slowly heat the honey in this container over 24 to 36 hours. That will drive off surplus moisture, because honey is heavier than water. Water will rise to the surface of the honey. The heat gently permeating through the honey will drive off some of the surplus moisture and reduce the moisture content. The other thing it does, if you can bring this honey up to about 40 degrees or 45 Celsius, then that also will destroy the surface yeasts, the airborne yeasts in the honey, which may activate and cause fermentation. So you're doing two things: you're reducing the moisture, you're destroying the yeasts. Therefore the honey will have very good quality. It will keep for long periods of time in bottles in shops without fermenting or pressurizing bottles and things that honey does if it isn't processed. So this in a village can be easily constructed, particularly if you've got power. If you haven't got power, there is other ways of doing this by heating this in another container full of water and slowly heating it that way. But for our purposes here, this is a very simple, low technology, but very effective way of treating honey and stabilizing it so that it will be a good quality product in the marketplace. Once this is set up, the honey is placed in there. Over top, we place a large cardboard box. There's no fire risk with this, basically, because there's very little heat in there. And on the top, you can put some sacking or something like that to provide a bit of extra insulation. And leave that there for 24 to 36 hours. 36 hours is probably better. That will slowly heat the honey. Honey can be heated, but must be heated slowly. If you heat honey too fast, it'll caramelize, it'll burn, and you'll spoil its flavor. If you heat honey very, very slowly, you can bring it up to temperature, destroy the yeasts, and reduce the moisture content. So this is a low technology system which is applicable in all of the South Pacific Islands, particularly where we have a problem with high moisture honeys. This is something prone to the tropics because our humidity is high, the bees aren't able to dry the honey, to very low levels, and so therefore this is another added insurance of maintaining the quality of our product in tropical countries, and that quality of honey then will meet any honey that's being imported as similar quality.